Welcome to Your Profit. I am your host, Certified Life Coach Joe Shortridge. On today's show, I want to talk about what it's actually like to be in a coaching session. I was talking to someone and they told me that they were afraid to hire a coach because they really didn't know what would happen during a session. So I'm in the studio today where you just finished up recording for the 222 Paranormal Podcast. And I thought I'd throw a video out for you guys because this person that we actually had in the studio with us talking on the show, they mentioned, they're like, "Hey, Joe, we heard you're a coach." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do a few sessions." And they want to know what it was like to be in a coaching session. They told me that they were actually afraid because they were afraid that the coach was just going to ridicule them. And I'm like, no, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. Coaches are there to help you. And a lot of the coaches were going through the same stuff that you're going through right now. So they're there to help. And they're not there to ridicule. I know that there's three things with the money side of it that a lot of people go into sessions feeling shame, cynicism, and guilt. And you don't need to, because you're going in there for help and the coaches are there to help you. So no matter who you go to, a good coach will be a teacher and will teach you to bring out the emotions that you are looking for. Okay. Chris Hogan, I went to an event as Chris Hogan was a speaker. He brought some great points out. He told the story about when he was in school and he got called down to the principal's office. And he said, it's never good when you hear your name over the PA to go to the principal's office. You feel that you did something wrong. So the whole time he was walking to the office, he felt that he did something wrong and he was scared to death. I mean, think about it. How often, I'm tongue-tied today. We've been on the air for a good hour or so. We've been talking a lot. But anyhow, so he said that he was afraid going down, and he actually said that the hallways kept getting longer and longer because he didn't know what was going to happen. Well, it's like that when you come into a coaching session. You really don't know what's going to happen until you do that initial one and you understand how it feels. But he said on his way to the principal's office, all the other students were like, "Ooh, going to the principal's office." And he got to the principal's office, he turned the corner, and there's Mama Hogan standing in the hallway smiling. And he's thinking, well, that's really odd. She's smiling before she kills me. And she walked up to him and she's like, "You forgot your lunch money, honey." And he says, "It was just lunch money." That's all it was. He had nothing to worry about. He didn't do anything wrong. He knew he didn't do anything wrong. He was like, well, what the heck am I going down there for? So lots of times it's just lunch money. Lots of times you get into these conversations with people and you realize it's just lunch money. It's no big deal. You know, another good thing he does. Okay, do this with me right now. I know I can't see you, but do it with me right now. How big is a rear view mirror? Come on, put up your hands. How big is a rear view mirror? About that big? Okay. How big is a windshield? This big. You can't see my hands in the video. You can't see my hands. It's so big. Rear view mirror, windshield. You can glance back, but focus forward. All right, that's a great saying. I think Chris Hogan even said that. I didn't come up with that one. But yeah, I always say that to people. You can always glance back, but focus forward. And that's what coaching does. Okay? A coaching session, we're not going to look at your past. We don't care about your past. I don't care I do care, but we don't care what happened in the past. We're going to focus on the future. Focus on what's going to happen 10 minutes from now, an hour from now, a year from now. Okay? You can glance back, but focus forward. And that's what we're going to gear you towards, is focusing forward. Don't worry about your past. You can't change the past, but you can change your future. Okay. So we're going to ask you some questions. And lots of times, one of the things I ask people is, what brings you in here today? How can I help you today? Okay, sort of like a person at a store. How can I help you today? You know, and don't answer, I'm just looking, because you didn't come in here just to look. All right. But those are some of the questions that I'll ask people is, you know, what's holding you back? What are you thinking? Just odd questions just to get the ball rolling. Okay. And that's a great one, is what brings you in here today? How can I help you today? What can I do to make your life better today? All right. That's something also that I ask people. Like, a lot of people come up to me and complain to me a lot. You know, I work in a factory, very negative environment. Okay. And people are always complaining to me. They complain to me all the time. And I always look at them and I'm like, so what are you going to do to fix that today? And they always give me this look like, what do you mean? How can I fix that? You can fix it. You can fix anything. You just have to think about it. Okay. So some of the questions, and I'll put these in the show notes if you don't want to write them down, but write these down and answer them. Okay. Are you ready for change? Are you ready? Have you reached that moment yet in your life where you say, I can't take this no more? I am sick and tired of taking this. Bring out your inner Hulk Hogan, brother. Are you ready for change? Are you ready to do what it takes? Are you saying in your mind, I'm done. I'm finished. I'm tired of this crap. I'm tired of living this way. I'm tired of being broke. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm tired of feeling down. I'm going to change today. What are you going to do to change today? All right. And of course, I'm not going to yell at you like that in a session. You know, I'm just saying, bring out your inner Hulk Hogan, brother. Bring out your Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. I can't say that anymore ever since I got the surgery. But yeah, you know, we're going to ask you some questions. And the whole reason we ask you questions is to get you to think about the answers. Okay. And think about it. There's no right or wrong answers because it makes you think. Okay. And another thing to do is ask this question. You may even ask this to yourself. Are you willing to make a change? What are you willing to do to make that change? You're going to have to sacrifice something. And I use the term sacrifice because I want it to stick in your mind that you've got to change. You've got to do something that is going to make you change. And you have to think about what you can stop in your life or change to accomplish your goals. In one of my old shows, I mentioned about how I used to stop every morning on the way to work and pick up 2 bottles of pop and a honey bun. I added that up, how much that cost to do that. And it came to like $90 a month. What bills do you have that cost $90 a month? Okay. How easy would it be to cut out that $90 a month? And how I did it back then was, instead of picking up a pop or 2 pops and a honey bun every morning on my way to work, I went to Kroger's and bought it, you know, a box of honey buns, I think were like $1 or something. And I'm spending $2 at the gas station for one. So that cut my expenses way back. Okay. And since then, I've stopped eating honey buns. I still drink pop every once in a while, and I'm trying that new Sprite, which is sugar-free, and it's okay. But I'm cutting out the pop completely. I'm weaning myself off. I'm not stopping dead cold, or cold turkey, as they say. But I cut way back. And I don't stop in the morning and buy 2 pops and a honey bun. And I don't go to Kroger's and really buy them anymore because I don't eat them that much. I love my honey buns, but I just don't eat them anymore because I'm getting into shape. I'm doing what we're doing together to get into shape. I mean, I'm losing some weight. It's taking a little time, but you don't want to do it fast. You want to lose weight slow, so you keep it off. Okay, but so that even goes into that. Are you committed, or are you just interested? Are you committed in making the change, or are you just interested? Are you just collecting info? You know, a lot of people do that. A lot of people will keep collecting info because they think, well, I need more info before I can do this. No, just do it. It doesn't matter if you screw it up. You can always do it again. Are you willing to Are you committed? Sorry. Are you committed or just interested? I hope you're committed. And I think by watching this video this far in, 10 minutes in already, I think you are committed. So think about also this is a good question to think of in the future, is how much could I have? And when I say how much could I have, I don't mean money, but that could be it. How much money can you have in a year? If you're gazelle intense on paying off those bills and saving money, how much could you have? How much free time could you have? How much fun could you have? How many friends could you have? How much money in the bank could you have? It all goes back to that. It all goes back to what are you willing to change to accomplish your goals? Okay. And you want to think about what motivates you. What really motivates you? You're not going to go deliver pizzas if you don't want to meet people. You're not going to go get a second job in a Walmart or a grocery store or something if you don't like stocking shelves or stuff like that. So think about what motivates you, what makes you happy. I mentioned that in a later or earlier show, is happy hobbies. What hobbies can you do to raise money? Can you go out in the shed and build things? Can you edit shows for people? I know I'm getting to the point where I almost have to hire an editor for my show because I have so many things going on. Because right now, as I'm recording this, is convention season. The past 2 weeks, we did conventions. Last weekend, we were in a prison, the Ohio State Reformatory. We did a 2-day show at the prison. So that was big time. I didn't have time to do anything for those 2 weeks. So what motivates you? What can you do as a happy hobby to raise money? Side hustles. It's all about the side hustle. Because you're not going to I keep saying you're not. I hate saying that because I don't want you to think that way. But you have a ceiling cap right now of how much money you're going to make. And you need to break out of that ceiling, work above it, break that roof off, and start making some extra money. Okay. So what do you want to accomplish in the next year? I call this the year of profit for a reason. We want to work at those baby steps over and over to get to that main goal of what you want to accomplish by the end of the year. How much money do you want to make? How much out of debt? And that goes back with how much money you want to make. You got to get out of debt first to make money. Okay. Do you want to write a book? Do you want to produce videos? Do you want to start a podcast? I can help you with that. Remember that I can help you with that. Do you want to have a nice car? That's all part of it. You might hear a helicopter flying over right now. It might be life flight. I hope it's not. I always hate seeing life flight go over because I know something's wrong. Somebody's hurting right now. But do you want to take a helicopter ride? I saw this morning, so this is a Saturday, I saw this morning a B-51, I believe B-52 going over. One of the old bombers with the 4 radial engines. And I guess they're giving rides up at the Yankee Air Museum. But I saw that going over. Do you want to go on a ride in an antique airplane? That would be fun. If you ever get a chance to take a helicopter ride, I recommend it. So those are things what do you want to accomplish? Okay, those are small things, but it's all part of it. Okay, and last but not least, there's a question that I ask people. And it's, what are you most proud of? Okay. What are you proud of? What have you accomplished in your life that makes you proud? And don't say nothing, because there is something. And if you say nothing, that's a warning sign that you have to switch your thinking to positive thoughts instead of negative thoughts, because in your brain does make neural pathways to keep you in the thoughts that you're in. That's why I say, instead of keep saying, why can't I? Say, what can I? Okay, what can I do to accomplish my goals in this year of profit? All right. So those are a few questions that coaches will ask. And I'll put these in the show notes. And maybe you want to write them down and answer them yourself. And like I said, take each question and think of at least 3 answers. It doesn't matter what the answers are. It doesn't matter if the answer is right or wrong. It just matters that you think about it. Okay? And that's a coaching session. We're not going to sit there. I might once in a while, okay? But I'm not going to duct tape you and put you in the corner and yell at you, okay? I might do that for our first session just to break the ice. But no, seriously, coaching sessions are not like that. They're just going to come in. You're going to answer some questions. You get to know your coach. And your coach will have the heart of a teacher. And they'll help you out. So anyhow, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to edit the show that we just recorded for the 222 Paranormal Podcast. And then I'm going to get outside. It's beautiful outside. It's Saturday morning. What time is it? It's 12:18. So I need to get my butt outside. Okay. Yeah, I got to cut the grass. It's been raining for a few days. And the grass, it looks like my palm trees here. And the palm trees are begging to get outside. The weather's starting to break. I'm going to haul them out to the deck. You know, some more room in the studio. And but anyways, get outside. Have a great day. Answer these questions. Like I say, there's no right or wrong answer. And get a hold of a coach. And, you know, if you want to do face-to-face, get a hold of a coach in your area. If you want to do over the computer, like we are right now with StreamYard or whatever, get a hold of me. We'll talk. We'll do a good session. I forget what I was going to say. See, my mind is blank. All right, I'm going to let you go. Have a great day. Hope you enjoy this. Gives you a little insight on what goes on in a coaching session. And just get out and have fun. Get out and walk in the park today. Ride your bike. It's going to be a beautiful day here in Toledo. I know you're not in Toledo, and it may be raining or snowing when you're watching this video, but hey, put on a raincoat, put on 5 layers of clothes, go walk in the snow. Go out in the snow and make snow angels. Have fun. Have a great day. Let's make this your year of profit. All right. Goodbye.